Students, in this video, I am going to discuss complementary slackness theorem. What is the statement? Statement says that for the optimum feasible solution of the primal and dual systems, number one, if the inequality occurs in the ith relation of the primal system, okay, then the ith variable yi of its dual is 0. That means yi will be 0, and hence relation will be this: xn plus I into yi will be 0. Okay, to understand this we will see the example later on. Second thing, if the jth variable is positive in primal system, then the jth dual constant holds us as a strict equality, that is the corresponding slack or surplus variable ym plus j is 0. That means we have this relation xj ym plus j is equal to 0. So complementary slackness condition is nothing but the pair of these two types of equations. Here, if we have any slack or surplus variable for the dual, for the primal, then the corresponding dual will be yi and their product will be 0. Similarly here, for any slack or surplus variable of the dual, the corresponding variable will be xj and their product will be 0. That's why they are conjugate to each other or complement to each other, and hence why the condition is complementary slackness. Fine. Now to understand this more realistic way, we are taking the example. Example is this. What is the meaning of this? Let's see. Suppose we are having primal problem. We have already taken this primal problem in our previous video. Maximum z is equal to x plus 4x2 plus 3x3 subjected to 2x1 plus 3x2 minus 5x3 is less than equal to 2. 3x1 minus x2 plus 6x3 is greater than equal to 1. Then x1 plus x2 plus x3 is equal to 4. x1 is greater than equal to 0, x2 is less than equal to 0, and x3 is unrestricted. Okay, now the corresponding dual will be this. This is the primal, this is the dual. Minimum of w is equal to 2y1 plus y2 plus 4y3 subjected to 2y1 plus 3y2 plus 4y3 is greater than equal to 1. 3y1 minus y2 plus y3 is less than equal to 4 minus 5y1 plus 6y2 plus y3 is equal to 3, and y1 is greater than equal to 0, y2 is less than equal to 0, and y3 is unrestricted. Okay, now we are having primal, we are having dual. Now first we will convert the primal problem in equation form. So maximum, so use slack and surplus variable. So maximum z is equal to x1 plus 4x2 plus 3x3 subjected to 2x1 plus 3x2 minus 5x3 plus x4. x4 is the slack variable. This is our slack variable. This is equal to 2. Second constant 3x1 minus x2 plus 6x3, this is greater than type, so minus x5. This is surplus variable is equal to 1. And third equation is already in equation form, so there is no need to add any slack and surplus. So x1 plus x2 plus x3 is equal to 4. x1 is greater than equal to 0, x2 is less than equal to 0, x3 is unrestricted, x4 and x5 are greater than equal to 0. This is our problem. Now similarly herein, minimum of w is equal to, again use slack and surplus variable, so minimum of w is equal to 2y1 plus y2 plus 4y3 subjected to, first constant is greater than type, so 2y1 plus 3y2 plus y3 minus y4, so this is surplus is equal to 1. Second constant is less than type, so 3y1 minus y2 plus y3 plus y4, this is slack, this is equal to 4. And third is equality type, so there is no need to add any slack and surplus variable. And then y1 is greater than equal to 0, y2 is less than equal to 0, y3 is unrestricted, y4 y5 is greater than equal to 0. Now according to this condition, slack and surplus variable of primal, so here we have x4 and x5, okay, multiplied by the corresponding dual variable. So we can say that according to the first condition, here x4 is multiplied by y1 is equal to 0, x5 is multiplied by the second variable y2, and if suppose we have x6 here, then x6 is multiplied by y3. Since does not exist, that's why there is no need to. So this is from the first condition. Similarly, from the second condition, here we have y4 and y5. So y4 is multiplied by the corresponding primal variable x1. This is equal to 0. y5 is multiplied by the second this, and if suppose we have y6 here, then that will be multiplied by x3. So this is the meaning. So these two are the meaning. So what is the use of these? The use is that suppose a primal problem is given to you, a solution of dual is given to you, then you can use this primal problem and dual solution to find out the solution of the primal. This is the task. Similarly, if dual is given to you but solution of primal is given to you, then you can use this solution to find out the solution of the dual. So this is the meaning. Let's see the example. This is the example. Given that we are having this primal problem, maximum z is equal to 3x1 plus 2x2 plus x3 plus 4x4 subjected to 2x1 plus 2x2 plus x3 plus 3x4 is less than equal to 20. 3x1 plus x2 plus 2x3 plus 2x4 is less than equal to 20, and x1, x2, x3, x4 all are greater than equal to 0. The solution of the dual is given to you. Here is the primal, this is the primal, and the solution of dual is given to you. What is solution? y1 is 1.2, y2 is 0.3, y3 is 0, y4 is strictly greater than 0, y5 is strictly greater than 0, y6 is 0, and minimum of w is 28. Now the task is to find out the solution of the primal. This is our problem. So use the complementary slackness condition to find the optimum solution of the primal. This is our task. Let's see. So the dual of the given LPP. So this is the dual of the given LPP, and this is constructed by using this table. With the help of this, we have constructed the dual, and the dual is this. Minimum of W is equal to 20y1 plus 20y2 subjected to 2y1 plus 3y2 is greater than equal to 3. 2y1 plus y2 is greater than equal to 2. y1 plus 2y2 is greater than equal to 1. 3y1 plus 2y2 is greater than equal to 4, and y1 y2 both are positive, greater than equal to 0. So now introducing the slack and surplus variable in the primal and dual. So this is the primal, this is the dual. Now introduce the slack and surplus variable here. So we have to add here x5 and x6 here, and then we have this primal problem. So 2x1 plus 2x2 plus 3x3 plus 3x4 plus x5 is equal to 20, and 3x1 plus x2 plus 2x3 plus 2x4 plus x6 is equal to 20, where x5 is a slack variable, x6 is a slack variable, and x1, x2, x3, they are the primal variables. Fine. Similarly here, this is the dual constraint. So just add here surplus variable, surplus variable, surplus variable, and surplus variable. So that's why 2y1 plus 3y2 minus y3 is equal to 3. 2y1 plus y2 minus y4 is equal to 2. y1 plus 2y2 minus y5 is equal to 1. 3y1 plus 2y2 minus y6 is equal to 4. y1, y2, they are the dual variables. y3, y4, y5, y6, they are the dual surplus variables. Fine. Now based on the complementary slackness condition, x6, xj, ym plus j is equal to 0, and xyi, xn plus I is equal to 0. Now from here, if you look at here, how many variables are there? Original variables x1, x2, x3, x4. That's why j is from 1 to 4. And we have two constraints. So that's why m is equal to 2. Similarly here in dual, we have two basic variables y1 and y2. That's why I varies from 1 to 2. And how many constraints are there? 1, 2, 3 and 4. So n is equal to 4. Fine. So put it these values here in. So ultimately what we will get? We will get this. Put j is equal to 1 and m is equal to 2 here. So we get xj y2 plus j is equal to 0, where j is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So put j is equal to 1, so we get this equation. Put j is equal to 2, we get this equation. Put j is equal to 3, we get this equation, and put j is equal to 4, we get this equation. So these are total 4 equations. Fine. Now similarly here, this can be written as, put n is equal to 4 here. So yi into x4 plus I is equal to 0, where I is 1 and 2. So we get two equations, which is y1 x5 is equal to 0 and y2 x6 is equal to 0. So ultimately you will see that two equations are there, four equations are there. So total 4 plus 2, 6 equations will be there, and use these 6 equations and get the solution. Fine. Now here what is given to you? If you look at the solution here, y1 is 1.2. So since y1 is 1.2, so obviously here y1 is positive. Y1 is positive and you are having y1 into x5 is equal to 0. Y1 is already given to 1.2. So obviously x5 will be 0, hence x5 will be 0. Similarly, second, y2 is 0.3. Y2 is 0.3. So since this is positive, so obviously, and their product is 0, so x6 will be 0. Y2 is positive, so that's why x6 will be 0. तो x5 भी 0 हो गया, x6 भी 0 हो गया. ठीक. Now we have utilized these two equations. Now we want to utilize these. Among these you can see here y3 is 0, y4 is positive, y5 is positive. So you cannot use y3 क्योंकि ये तो 0 ही है ऑलरेडी. So since y3 is 0, अगर यहाँ रखेंगे भी तो आप इससे क्या कंक्लूजन निकाल सकते हो? कुछ कंक्लूजन नहीं निकाल सकते. x1 may be 0, may be positive. However, we have assumed this positive, but may be 0, हो सकता है. So you are not, this is not so much useful. However, here y4 is positive, y5 is positive. You can use these two. So since according to this their product will be 0 and y4 is already given to you positive, so obviously x2 will be 0. So this is useful. Similarly here y3 y5 will be 0 and y5 is already positive, so that's why x3 will be 0. So you can use these two conditions. So now put these two values in equation number this and this. At the same time put these two x5 and x6, they are also 0. So ये 0 हो गए और x2 x3 भी 0 हो गए. तो क्या बचा? 2x1 plus, you get only this 2x1 plus 3x4 is equal to 20 from first equation by putting x5 and x2 and x3 0. इसको और इसको तीनों को 0 पुट किया तो we get 2x1 plus 3x4 is equal to 20. This similarly here from second constraint 3x1 plus 2x4 is equal to 20. दोनों को solve किया, so x1 is equal to x4 is equal to 4. So what is the solution? Herein we are having four basic variables. We are having four basic variables x1, x2, x3, x4. So that's why the solution will be, this is x1 is equal to 4, x2 will be 0, x3 will be 0, x4 is 4. And maximum z can be obtained by the objective function, which is 3x1 plus 2x2 plus x3 plus 4x4. इसमें value put कर देंगे. So this will be 28. So this is exactly 28. This is also 28. So both are same. So this is the solution. Okay. So we can say that this is the use of complementary slackness condition. Now in the next video we will discuss dual simplex method. Okay. Thank you.